What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome to Coding Card. So my name and my voice is not familiar to none of you. So basically I'm from a different channel. So Coding Card owner or the main guy who is behind the Coding Card, Mr. Satyendra, is a good friend of mine. Friend is not a good word to introduce myself and Satyendra actually is very junior to me, so he was just like a brother for me. So I'm just doing this tutorial because of this kind of YouTube collaboration. So this is a right way of doing this thing because Satyendra is teaching very unique things which is actually you will not get from my channel, and whatever I am teaching which is not available in Coding Cards. So Satyendra is giving you guys the technology, how to learn those technology and how to master those technologies. And in my channel actually you guys will get some sort of nice and clear or straightforward ideas how to channelize those technologies. So rather my tutorials are going to be very much use case oriented, and the tutorial which you guys are going to get from Coding Card, more or less it is going to give you or make you the master of those technologies. So first part is definitely learn the technology, and the last part or the very important or fundamental part is where to apply those technologies. So if you combine those two things together, then definitely will become a champion. So that is a different part. So first of all, thank you very much for giving this opportunity to present this tutorial. So I know this is not going to be geeky and algorithm data structure specific tutorial. Rather than this is going to be a very specific tutorial on WhatsApp bot, how to create WhatsApp bot using Python, and what are the things required and why you should learn this thing or why someone should invest their time. So first thing, this video is sponsored by Coding Card. So just go ahead and try to just click on this link. Okay, and it will redirect you to Coding Card channel. Okay, and definitely you should subscribe. So just because I'm not logging in, so it is not showing me that I'm not subscribed. But see, Satyendra is saying something in the video. So now let me come back to my channel actually. So what is this? Before I go back to my channel, so what I'll do, so just give me some just give you guys some sort of idea. So okay, so if you see here in Coding Card, there are awesome tutorials. Most of you already familiar with this thing. I don't have to reiterate myself, but if someone is watching this video for the first time, guys, this channel is awesome. So hopefully if you're planning to do some sort of participate in some sort of coding competition, if you want to master data structure algorithm, if you want to understand, learn and master any of the programming language, definitely this is the right channel for you. And their teaching method and way of teaching is awesome. I also very frequently watch their series and tutorials. So thank you very much, Satyendra, for giving me this opportunity to perform or to present my tutorial in front of this awesome geeky audience. So I'll not take much time because Satyendra already told me you guys are geeks, so you guys only interested about coding, no shit. So now let me go back to my introduction. So myself is Ronnie Das. I'm based out of Germany, but I'm actually from India, that too from Kolkata. So yes, I'm a Bengali. So mostly if someone is from Kolkata can directly interact with me, and if someone is not from Kolkata, they also can interact it to me. Don't worry, actually I'll be going to India very soon, so that is I'm just using this word. So and actually I'm working in a cybersecurity domain for last 10 years. So I recently started my own Udemy course, started selling over there. This is the link where you can get all my courses are listed there, and if someone is interested to contact me via LinkedIn or professional network, he can easily interact with me with this thing. And the next and the most important thing is what is my channel. So let me give you guys, this is my channel actually. If you search with Total Technology, you will get this channel, Total Technology. If you click on this thing, definitely you should subscribe. And there are some awesome playlist and series are there. So I don't teach programming language because Satyendra is doing that. So I only give you guys or teaching you guys with respect to some real world examples. So all my videos are mostly application specific or use case specific. So hopefully you guys will love my channel as well. So I'll humble request, this is my humble request, so just come back to my channel, watch the series. If you really like, please subscribe to my channel as well. So without wasting further time, so let's move on to the actual part. So why we should learn WhatsApp bot. Okay, so this is a if this window, if you see, this is the ICICI Bank WhatsApp bot. So they recently launched this bot, not recently, actually today morning 9 o'clock they launched it. I'm not sure, I got this message today only in my time, in the morning 6 o'clock. So hopefully it was 9 a.m. So if you say something here, hi, so if you see, bot is going to reply some sort of message. So how these things are happening, how to create this sort of things, and why we should learn this Sapno technology. So that is the main objective of this class, and after that I will teach you guys how to create the bot, and while doing that I'll explain the different components, and it will also give you some sort of prototype, or will become some sort of prototype for you. And in future, when you are when you want to develop the same sort of technology for you, for your own purpose or for your project or whatever purpose, you can utilize and extend this piece of code, whatever I'm going to develop today. Okay, so let me just quickly talk about the context of this WhatsApp bot and why these things are actually taking the market. So the thing is that after COVID-19 situation, mostly all the companies are going cloud first, or complete home office or remote office. And while going to remote office, someone has to perform the daily activities from the operational or support point of view. For example, you are logging into your domain account from your laptop or desktop. Suppose your account has been locked, and if you're not connected to the network, first thing what will do, you will immediately call your help desk, and help desk guys also not available that time. Suppose the company which is startup or mid-sized company not having any help desk proper, like synchronization between any ticketing system, whatever, how they are going to manage? For them it is not possible to scale, improve their scalability, uproot everything to the cloud, migrate different solutions. This is not possible. So what they are looking for, they are looking for some sort of technology which is available in the cloud, can easily be integrated, and can easily be accessed from all the end user from outside of the network. So WhatsApp and Twillio supports this sort of coupling technology, so anyone can access this thing from their mobile device. And again, this sort of technologies are easily integrated or possible to integrate to your enterprise device, network, whatever things. Okay, so that is why everybody is using this technologies. And how to develop this thing, you can use Python or any other language, but that's because you guys are geek on Python, so I'll use the Python technology. And if you know a little bit of Python, then you can create amazing bots. So ICICI Bank is also using WhatsApp Twilio. What coding background they are using, I don't know, but they are using Twilio. And Twilio is a API provided, WhatsApp API which supports or provides some sort of connectivity or logic building capabilities, which you can develop using your WhatsApp and piece of Python code. So what I'll do now, I will just come back to this thing. So what are the prerequisites? So we need Flash module, we need Twilio module, we need Twilio account, and we need ngrok and WhatsApp WhatsApp number. Okay, so what we'll do now, I'll show you what is Twilio. Okay, so let me just open this thing. So Twilio, you can access to your Twilio account from here, or if you don't have an account, just go here and sign up to this account. So what I'll do, I will just log into my account. So see, I actually inside my Twilio dashboard. So this is showing internal server error. I'm not sure what happened actually. Yes, I'm actually inside my dashboard. So once you log into the dashboard, you have to click in WhatsApp, and there you will get the link of Sandbox. I'll explain you this thing, what is Sandbox, okay, in couple of minutes. So next thing you need ngrok. Ngrok is actually a utility which will help you to expose your local host name into the public. So whatever application you are running on your local host can be easily accessible from the internet. And why we need this thing? Because Twilio sandbox API or the sandbox or API whatever is going to call that host name. So if you have your application running in your local machine, once you use ngrok, it will give you this sort of URL, and after that you have to put this thing here. Why you have to put this thing here? When a message comes in, Twillio number or the API is going to call this URL, and this URL is actually your application URL, which you are going to return in Python Flask. And inside the return you have to write your logic, and based on the logic the bot is going to respond. For example, something is written definitely for ICICI Bank bot, that is why it is doing some sort of operation or some sort of response. So we'll come back to that part later. So this is the ideal thing. So now let's move on to the this thing. What is there? Okay, so this is prerequisite, and this is actually the flow. So your end user phone or your user phone will be connected to the sandbox. Whenever you send some message to Twillio sandbox, it will go to the URL, and URL is actually your piece of code, and that piece of code can be like also integrated with the database. So in this application or in this tutorial, I'm not going to cover this database, but when you are going to work on the fully fledged bot, definitely you should have a bot. Sorry, you should have a DB. So that is why I just created this link over here. Okay, so what is the context of this tutorial, or what is the requirement? To receive an incoming message with a file, validate and return the file extension. For example, your requirement is that user has to upload some sort of text file with CSV format, and if user is not going to if user is not uploaded CSV file or any other file, it should return that you have not updated or uploaded any attachment, kind of a message WhatsApp should return. Okay, so let me minimize this one, let me minimize this one as well. So if you see here, so this is the thing actually I developed. So I'll just give you guys one round of demo once we develop this thing. But this is the bot actually, and the bot number is, if you see, contact info. So this is the bot contact info. How I actually got this contact info? So you can get it from Twillio. Once you log into your Twillio dashboard, this will provide you a sandbox phone number, and that phone number has to be added in your contact number. Then you can back and forth do some sort of play. So what I'll do, I will just now write down and start writing not this thing. So I think okay, now it's the right time to start with the coding actually. So let me open my Eclipse IDE. Okay, so let's start the coding. So first thing first, as I told you, you need to install the libraries. So let me just write, I have everything ready. So pip install Flask and pip install Twillio. You need these two things. Okay, and whatever is required, we'll do it. But first let me write down the code, and after that I'll easily explain each and everything, because if I explain this thing without code, then it will be difficult all of you to understand. And I know this is not going to be a small or easy tutorial, so if you guys are having question, clarification, need some more details, please feel free to ask Satyendra can forward me those questions, or else if you are interested to watch out our channel videos, just you can come back to my channel Total Technology and can go ahead and watch this series, and there actually I explain this thing in complete detail. So if I start explain this thing on the detail again, so it will be a very lengthy video. So first thing, you have to import Flask. Import Flask. Those are not familiar with Flask, just follow along with me, you will get the understanding, and after that you can just learn by yourself. Flask, it will take only 1 week time. Then next thing is request. Okay, next thing we need from Twillio module dot twiml dot messaging response, and we need messaging response object. Okay, so this is done. So now we'll give a name to our Flask app. So just give appbot equals to Flask, and inside name underscore name. Okay, and then we'll create a route basically this is a decorator. Okay, and here we'll write SMS and methods equals to, so this will be get and post. So just remember this thing, when you learn Flux you will be able to understand what is get and post, and if someone is coming from the web development, for them it will be easy. Actually this is a decorator, so whenever you write down decorator, just underline just below this thing, you have to write the function definition. It means whenever this URL is getting called, it will ultimately call this thing. Okay, and I'll return something, return 5 and if underscore name underscore equals to underscore main underscore, then in this way you can run your Flask app. So let me just check this thing. So it is running on 5000 port actually, so let me just mention this thing to port 5000. Okay, if I run this thing, it will be started running on the localhost port localhost. What is happened, if name equals to this port, what is happening here? Okay, actually I did a mistake here. Okay, so it is running on this thing. Now as I told you, I'll explain this thing, sandbox thing. So our application is running here, so I have to expose this host name and port into the internet. For this thing I have the ngrok, so using ngrok I can get this thing done. So see, I expose okay, I'll explain this thing now how actually I did. Okay, so let me open my terminal. Okay, and after that let me search for ngrok. What happened? Okay, this is my ngrok, so let me open my ngrok in Mac, and after that I have to just write http and I have to write 5000. Okay, so this will give me a internet facing public hostname, and after that I have to copy this thing. I have to go to Twillio console, and here I have to change this URL. Okay, so why I have changed URL? Because whenever the message comes into Twillio number, it should go to this URL. Okay, and what will happen if it is like calling that URL? So let me explain this thing from the Python now. So let me this thing. So when this thing is going to call this URL, this underscore SMS means this underscore host name, like slash SMS means this URL plus SMS, and that URL is already I put into here. Actually I have given this URL here actually. Okay, so when that SMS that slash SMS is getting called, it will actually call this function, and this function is going to return 5. So just because I'm just writing return 5, so this is not going to return anything, because return means some sort of messaging object return. You have to create a messaging response object, and you have to pass this thing here, then only it will going to give you some sort of return. I'm just going to explain this thing now. So for the time being, just remove this thing and I'll start writing the code. Okay, so num means I'm just creating a variable num. So what will happen whenever you are going to send something here, what will be the number, what is your number, how Twillio will understand, that will come here. Okay, so before that, so I'll print the significance of this request object. So it will be request dot form. Okay, so now let's print this thing. So if I, after running this thing, let's hold on. So if I run this thing, and after that if I write hi, it is going to print the whole library, and also it will throw an error cause the function I have written without any return. So I'll explain this thing very easily so you will able to understand. So I just put hi here. So see, I got an error that the function did not return response, so that is why error. And now I see, I just, okay, what is happening here? So I just return this thing print. So this is a immutable dictionary object. So if you see, I just like I wrote hi in the message, so it came, and this is the number to which I send the message, and this is actually my number. Everything came. So let's see if I send something else, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I will get the same thing in the body as well. See, I should get the same thing in the body. See, I got A, B, C, D, F, G, H in the body. Okay, so now how to return something as a same. So what I'll do, let's return the user number. So num is going to be in 2. The source number is this, and this is the number from which the message is coming. This will be in the from. So it will be request dot form. This is a dictionary, so you have to use key and you have to write from. Okay, and then you have to write msg is equal to messaging response object. Okay, and after that you have to create another variable, and you have to attach message dot message. And what you'll do now, actually message is number is coming with this. I need to replace this thing. So what I'll do, I'll just replace this thing, num equals to dot replace, this is string. So what I'll do, this with nothing. So I will just give this number, and after that if I return with str msg means this one, and this one means I have attached my number. So it is going to return my number. If I said hi, it will give me my number. Whatever message I'll be going to give, it is going to give me my number, means the number from which actually I'm sending the message. Okay, so let me execute this thing now. Okay, see, it is returning my phone number. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will try to get the body from the message. Okay, so message underscore text equals to, let me write down the same thing again, and the message body was from body. Okay, so what we'll do now, just create this thing f string. Okay, and we'll write f, and we'll write you send from msg underscore text from number. So now what will happen, whatever you will send, I will get this thing here, like you send the text message. It means if I write ABCD, so the response I will get, you send ABCD from this number. So like something I will get actually, if I whatever, so ABCD means whatever I will send this thing, and this means my number. So let's prove our point how to respond actually. So let's terminate everything, let's remove disconnect, and let's run this thing. Running. So let's write ABCDEFGH. So it is not delivered. This is delivered. See, if you send ABCD, let's see something big. Let's see. Okay, fine, cool. Our thing is working. So you guys are now understand how to get the like message body, how to how to get the message body and how to get the number, how to send the response back. So same thing is happening in ICICI Bank side. So whatever you are sending, some code block is running and it is actually having some sort of logic written, and from this thing now you understand that using the simple Python techniques you can create the bots, right? So that is what coding card will teach you the technology, and I'll teach you how to use those technologies. So this is a deadly combination, guys. So so next thing, we need to validate if the user is sending some attachment or not, and if the attachment is there, you have to write the attachment is CSV format or not. If not, then you have to like ask user that you haven't attached, or you have not attached right file, or you haven't attached anything. So for that thing, let me again do something. Print how to get the attachment or check whether attachment is there or not. So now the fun part will begin. Okay, so let's write down this thing again. So I'll be going to explain. So let's see hi. So immutable dictionary got, and you will receive that you send hi. That is fine. Now how to check whether user has attached something or not. See, this attribute or key name num media contains 0. It means there is no attachment. And if you put something here, let me just attach something here. So let me attach the CSV file. Okay, so this thing, so see, it will return the same thing. You send this thing from this. Now you say the number of media count is 1. What does it mean? Means I attach something. Okay, so now we'll write here num underscore media equals to right. Okay, so if num underscore media equals to 1, then I don't need this thing anymore, so we can okay, and else we'll return the same thing but with a custom message. You have not attached any file. Okay, so guys, one more thing, why I am doing CSV for the latest version of the Twillio API, that .txt doesn't work, only CSV works. So CSV will be treated as like text file. If you see here, so num media content type is text or CSV. Why CSV? For example, if you are booking something or if you are sending some invoices, so normal text format is not going to help, so rather than comma separated some format is there, so that is why they have this CSV file. But you can create a CSV file with .csv and you can write any text over there, so that is fine. So that is why they just have this format available. So if you upload something with .txt, the number of media will be also become 0. Okay, so you can test that. So this is fine. So after that I have to just return this thing. So we'll be doing our testing now. So that was our objective, that validate some attachment, and if attachment is this format, then it will write. Okay, so let me terminate this thing, remove this thing, and let's run this thing again. Okay, so this is running now. So what I'll do now, I will again attach this thing. Okay, okay, done. So see, you send CSV from this thing. Okay, so now we'll check here. Fine, now we'll upload, we'll send some message, so we'll see what message is going to return. So I'm not attaching anything, I'm just sending hi. So what is going to return, we'll see now. So I sent something but I haven't got any response. I'm not sure why. So here it is showing it's triggered, but I haven't got the response. Sometime it happens due to connectivity problem. Here also it is okay, so I'm not sure what happened. So let me send one more hi. See, you have not attached any file from this. The last message also came, so I can write anything again. So you have not attached anything. So whatever is our objective, the first part is completed, so it can check whether user is attached something or not, right? So now we will check whether user has attached the correct file format or not. Okay, so after that it will check what will check now. We'll print this thing again. Okay, because I want to, okay, address in use. Just because I told you, if you are using Eclipse, you have to terminate every process, you have to remove close, and you have to again run this thing, or else it is actually bounded with the same port. So that is why it is showing that. Okay, so let me just hi, and so okay, it came over here. Okay, I need to actually print this thing here actually. So print, sorry, actually, because it is inside the if statement, so it will not print. Never it will print if there is nothing. So I have to again terminate everything. And just, you guys can see that the coding style and like everything is very simple, so you guys can optimize. I know you guys are very good in data structure and algorithms, so you guys can optimize this thing. But the syntax wise, if you see, if you know little bit of Python, you can do anything. Okay, so I'll just write hi. So if you see, there is something called I need to check this thing, hi. Okay, and this is fine, this is fine, expected. Now I'll check what is the type of the file. For that actually I have to attach something. So if I attach this thing, this will come now. See, I have to check from this thing, okay, whether user attached CSV file or not. Okay, so what we will do now, if this is this, then it will check if type equals to request dot form dot get this, then I will write if type type dot split. I need to split this thing with slash split to split, and it will be split using this, and after that it is going to return a list, and we have to check the first one. So definitely it will be this thing, equals to CSV. Then again write down this thing, or else we'll write something different, else we'll write something different. So this is this return for this statement, and this is going to be the return for this thing. So file type is fine. Then we'll write you send message text from this, and you send CSV attachment, right? And if it is not, then you send message text, you send message text from this, but your attachment is, so here I have to write down the type actually. So what we'll do here, file underscore type equals to this, but your attachment is in file underscore type, which is invalid. So it means, so first it will check attachment is there attachment is there or not. If not, simply it will return this thing. If it is there, it will check whether it is in CSV or not. If it is in CSV, it will write down this thing. If it is not in CSV, it will say that you have attached something, but attachment is in wrong format, right? So let's now test all the scenarios, all the use cases now. So first thing, we'll check with the simplest condition with nothing, hi. So let's see, you have not attached any file. Now we'll check with some attachment with CSV. Okay, so we'll attach something. So let's attach something with this thing. Let's see. Okay, so you send this CSV from this and you send CSV attachment, perfectly okay. So one negative, one positive is fine. Now we'll be going to check if attachment is there but with some photo. So let me okay, let me update this like PNG file. Let's see how it is going to react. You send this thing, but your attachment is in JPEG, which is invalid. So perfectly fine, I just have to create but your attachment. I just did some typo, it happens for programmer, so sorry for that. So cool. So guys, if you see whatever is our expectation, that is fine. So I just decrease the font size, so that, okay, I think I decrease a bit more, so it's fine. So see, within like 30 lines of code, you can create a fully fledged WhatsApp bot. It can check anything. For example, if you create a grocery bot and if you ask user to enter CSV, like upload CSV file, from there actually your backend team can get a email or something like that from there, and they can process the orders. So that is the current requirement on which I'm working actually. So the thing is that one of the big grocery company in Bangalore, they have actually looking for some sort of a bot, cause if they open their store, immediately people are lined up in the queue, and which is not recommended at this time. So what they want their, like, all the customers should upload their order list in the form of CSV file, and from there their backend team can process that thing manually. And later on, if they are okay with this thing, they want to do this thing automatically. From it means from the submitting of this CSV file, everything should be updated in the database, and from the database only the front or storekeeper guy will get an alert that this person requests this thing, please process this thing. So that is a later part, but the fundamental part is that how to read the file and how to validate that user have not updated the wrong file, and if user is updated the right file, just acknowledge that. So that is the thing. So guys, I believe I try to actually keep this tutorial small and precise, and I try to give you guys a gist part of the Flask, Twilio and Python, and why this is so much powerful. I explain you guys. So if you guys are interested to know more about Twilio, you can just go to their official website, and you can see who all are actually using Twilio. Actually, starting from Facebook to all the big companies are using Twilio. So, and if you know Python and if you know Twilio, you can land it up to any jobs and any freelancing work. So my ultimate objective is not to give you guys this job and other things, but just to give you guys some sort of idea that till now whatever you learn in the Python, you can start working on this in a application point of view, and you can create some sort of project. So definitely it will help you to impress your interviewer or your boss, your girlfriend, whatever. These things are very cool. So hopefully you guys like the video. I'll try to upload the code as a GitHub repo, and I'll share the code as well. So hopefully the video will be available today. Satyendra will upload that. And guys, please feel free to interact with me if you guys have any problem or difficulties to understand. I'll always there to help you. If you want us to create some more videos, and if you want to learn some more cool stuff, you can request Satyendra so that I can create some more videos. And thank you very much for the effort you guys are doing for coding cards. So you guys are amazing. So that's it. I believe I tried to finish this thing within 1 hour, but I'm not sure whether I did that or not. But hopefully you guys will get some sort of benefit from this video. Okay, so that's it guys. So don't forget to subscribe to Coding Card, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If someone is watching the video for the channel for the first time, hit the bell icon so you should not miss the notification from the next time. And whenever possible, try to share the Coding Card videos to all your friends, family, if you think these videos are going to help them. Okay, so that's it guys. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and happy learning.